Hi, I'm Nell. We're sitting in our cafe, coffee shop with wonderful things in Pateley Bridge, which is called Wildish.
And I'm Oscar, and I'm Nell's husband, which is probably relevant. And we have slightly different roles in the business. I do a lot of the designing and that kind of thing, and Nell does a lot of the more organised stuff.
Yeah.
We make bags. That's the main thing we make. Bags and coffee. We're obsessed with coffee. But we also are starting to design all kinds of different products and experiences as well through our fly fishing business and our Wildish club. We started making bags because initially of my background in fly fishing, and because when we met, Nell wanted to get into fly fishing as well. And it is a very daunting sport to take part in, partly because of the seemingly large amount of kit you need to do it. So we came up with this idea to make a very small bag that would just take the bare essentials. Our first brand name was Bare Minimal. It was the bag actually looked quite a lot like this one here, which is now our rounding skill. But yeah, so that's kind of why we started making it, was just to try and simplify the sport and make it more accessible. And then it's grown into making bags which aren't anything to do with fly fishing at all. And we sort of say promote active outdoor lifestyle. And you can use them every day.
They're all handmade in England. So we design and prototype them, and we make, they function, but they're not pretty prototypes ourselves on a sewing machine. And then we have a bag maker called Amy who lives in Suffolk, and we've just taken on a second maker called Ray who lives in Leeds. So they're all handmade in the UK. So they were originally sold locally, but they are now sold all over the world. Yeah. It's really exciting. It's exciting with all the different sort of branches that it has gone into, and what it's led to, and the exciting people that we've met and people that we work with has been really amazing. I'm Australian, so a little further south.
And I'm from Cambridge originally. But I've been coming up here for years, ever since I was a kid. So I used to do a lot of fly fishing competitions up here and got to know the river, rivers really well, particularly the Nid and the Wharf. And we kind of found ourselves in a position where we could move anywhere, because Nell was working as a vet and she could work anywhere. And we were just like, why not move to Yorkshire? Because we just absolutely love it here, and the countryside's amazing, the people are wonderful, the life is slower. It's probably a harder place to run a business like ours from. The reality is we're selling our bags worldwide, but we sell in the UK, mostly in the major cities. But we just want this much slower lifestyle that we're able to have here.
And you've diversified, haven't you? You're doing bushcraft courses and...
Yeah, sort of. We say it's a bit like Cubs, but for adults. It's called the Wildish Club. It's really just a way for people to come together and have fun outdoors, and that could be absolutely anything. We do everything from outdoor cooking workshops to fly fishing to walking to big art workshops to pretty much anything you can possibly imagine. We just did a stargazing workshop. It could be anything, but it's much more focused on just bringing people together outdoors and just facilitating those connections. And it's just amazing to see what happens when you do that.
I think the way we've curated it isn't that we are the leaders of it, it's that we're also a really big part of it. And one of the best things that has come from it is it's become a bit of a skill share. So we have people that have come along to activities that we do that have said, I know how to do printmaking, for example, I would love to do that, can I lead one? And that's been really exciting, and that has built sort of stronger foundations within that club as well, which has been really exciting.
We really like making things and making the best things we can possibly make, and things that we really love. And we love the Wildish Club, and I think that's been super impactful in the short period that it's existed. So the more we can do that, the better. The more people we can get outdoors, the more people we can get meeting up. The goal with that it's quite established. We want to have Wildish clubs all over the country and people coming together everywhere to do these things together. But with our other stuff, it could
We
be
were
anything.
we were reflecting on it the other day, and what this business looked like 2 years ago is
Yeah, just
nowhere
dramatically
near what it
different.
looks like now. And Oscar is the classic line. At any time of day, I get, "No, I've had an idea."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay,
I have a lot of ideas.
give it to me. What's this one?" And sometimes they're amazing, and sometimes they are
They're often really good.
interesting.
Yeah, they're often good. But
but
you know,
yeah.
at least like 10 of them have been good, so you know, it's fine.
Yeah.